Oh, I think we're live.
I could use some makeup.
just pinch your cheeks. Okay, I think we're live. Let's see. This is the first time we're doing this, so if you're live, oh, Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
She's on the Instagram page, and we're waiting for some friends to hop on the Facebook page. Well, okay, so this is we're live. This is the first time we're doing this.
Super excited to share the house with you. We're at Stone Lantern House right here in Sitka, Alaska. And my husband and I created this space out of necessity, really, because my parents said, hey, we want to move in with you. And we were like, okay. So just for the winter months, they're from Montana. So they come to Alaska to get a nicer winter. And so they come for usually 6 months, or 6 weeks. 6 weeks. And so we thought, hey, we'll build a vacation home. They can stay there. And wouldn't it be handy if it was kind of across the street from where we lived? And so that's what we did. But truth be told, I've always wanted to build a beautiful home that really is inspired and informed by nature. So here we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is our first live cast or broadcast, however you call it. And this is Cindy Gibson, the creator and inspiration of it all.
Well, many creators helped to make it happen.
Yes, and Keith is here somewhere.
He's working on the barbecue.
Yes, the new barbecue grill that I haven't posted about. So my name is Nancy Neal, and I help Cindy with the social media pages. So I'm the one that will post all those beautiful pictures that you see. That's me and Cindy, actually.
She's the F in fun for party. She's like F-U-N. That's her middle name. Nancy Fun.
Yay. So we're really excited to give you a live tour of the house. So if you have any questions of the house, if you want to ask Cindy some questions, we are here live to answer those questions, or just comment. If you've been here before, comment on what's your favorite part of the house. If you're looking to see something in specific, we can take you anywhere you like to go. We can go to the living room, to the kitchen, to the bathrooms. Everywhere we go here is just a beautiful thing to see. So yeah.
And we have a lot of details that you may or may not know about, even if you've been here. So some of the things that we talk about today, I'll try to point out some of those fun details.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we have some friends hopping in and on the Instagram page. I see some friends. Hello,
thanks,
everybody. We have some friends on Facebook.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
there they are.
There they are.
Okay, so shall we start?
Yeah, let's go on.
All right.
So we have two devices here because, Facebook and Instagram. Oh, that's funny. That's fun.
Okay. So here we go. So one of us will be on one, and maybe one of us will be on the other.
Yeah. So let's start with the what's behind us right now.
Yeah. So behind us is this really great gas barbecue or gas fireplace. And one of my favorite features is the fact that it is a custom built mantle. And this was made by my husband and myself. It's a piece of Western hemlock that was actually cut from the property here. And what I love is that we tried when we could to incorporate some of the materials from the surrounding area so we could keep some of the DNA in the house of the property. And so it has a living edge. You can see this beautiful sort of living edge, but then to keep it more contemporary and modern, it also has like a milled edge. Kind of some fun facts too. This raven, I've taken ceramic classes recently, and so this is a raven that I made just kind of on a whim. He's kind of rough, but he was raku fired, so he looks kind of edgy and different, and that was a good first sculpture I've ever done before, so that was just kind of fun. And then I have a puffin on the other side to match. And here's my puffin. Again, he's raku fired, so we have tufted puffins here in Sitka, and that's this part of the bird's head is what they are referring to when they call it tufted puffin. A lot of times in commercial images, you'll see horned puffins, and they just have like a little spike sticking up right here. But this is tufted. Mm-hmm. And you can see those in Sitka, like in July and August on an island. They come to an island off of the coast here called St. Lazaria Island.
Mm-hmm. So Chris Wilcox says, tell us about the grill.
Tell us about the grill.
Go, girl.
Let's go find the grill.
Let's go find the grill. Here's that beautiful window that you always see pictures of right there.
Aww.
So, oh, there's Keith. He's working on the grill right now.
So here's the worker.
Hi, Keith.
He is kind of retired, but I just say he works for us now and the house. He's just cleaning up the grill after the last guest came. It's not a giant grill, but it's totally functional. It's gas, and it works great for grilling up salmon or oysters. There's a great oyster place. If you want, just let us know and we'll help you. We'll help you order some oysters for your trip here. They're from a place south of Sitka called Prince of Wales Island, and that's Shekat Bay oysters. They're delicious. And you're simply okay. Thank you. Great job, Andrea Stillbauer. And Patty Hudson says you're simply amazing. So I so love what you do. And Patty Hudson, love Keith. Everyone loves Keith. Yeah, it's a special treat just to meet Keith if you come. Yes. Ask to meet him, and I'll have him come over and say hi.
Right.
He made this beautiful custom like cabinet down here. We have the stainless steel cabinet, so he put a base on it and he put this table on it, and then he mounted this little grill here
so no kids can pull it over.
So you can't pull it over. It's actually bolted to the deck. But what's really nice is it's stainless steel, and this is where we keep the all of the supplies and equipment for it. And your handy dandy barbecue water barbecue. Can you see that? I know this is so dorky, but I just think it's cute because Keith did like a custom
barbecue
water label.
There's a lot of little things that people will discover
these
on their
guys
own.
are so fun,
It's
man.
okay.
And then of course we have like a fire extinguisher. Naturally,
I love it.
Yes.
We're already outside. Let's
go outside because
so
the deck is so
we have
nice.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah. We have
Great.
Laura. There's Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Oh, I
Great.
know Sandy.
Hi.
You should come by, girl. Leslie, and I see Barb. Hey, girl. Okay, we're gonna take you around the deck.
Okay.
This is
there's a wraparound outside deck, and there's two big doors on either side of the living room, so it's great for entertaining. And then, of course, behind or on the other side of the deck is this great, fabulous view that we're so blessed to be in the presence of. And then we're just wrapping around the house again. Uh-oh. It doesn't like it outside, I don't think. It wants to be inside, maybe. And then that's the deck over by the den. So half of the house has regular stained cedar siding like this. And then the other half of the house has this blackened cedar siding. And this siding was burned. And then we put a shellac finish on it so the burn doesn't rub off. And this is a traditional Japanese preservation technique. I believe it's called sojiban, but don't get mad if I've pronounced it incorrectly. But it's a traditional technique where in burning the cedar, it brings the oil to the surface and it helps to preserve the wood. So it's supposed to last a long time. And then if we ever need to do touch-ups, we just take a blowtorch and burn it some more, and then we shellac it. So it's kind of funny. We're burning our house to make it. But we love the texture of it, and it doesn't cost money, and it doesn't make a big mess when you're painting. When you're using paint or stain.
Okay, we're gonna go back inside the house.
We're going back around.
Back this way. Excuse
Happy.
us.
No worries.
So we've got the sitting. Oh, damn. The kitchen's beautiful. But this is the sitting area.
Yep, this is the living room, and we have these beautiful bespoke paintings that I had a painter from Juneau do. Her name is M.K. McNaughton. And the trick with these is that they are the actual images of the outside. So when you're here, this tree is actually the same tree that is right out there. So you can see that she just drew these images, and we kind of did that as kind of a play in the fact that a lot of times people will say, oh my gosh, I can't tell if that window was a picture or a window. And so I said to myself, well, let's make pictures then that you can't tell if they're a picture or a window. And so we mirrored them. So it's almost like a triptych picture. Same with the other side. So we have this image of this little island right over here. well, it's not an island right now because it's low tide, but at higher tide it's an island, and that's the same image that we see here in this painting here. So she did a great job. I love her loose style. Those are oils, and I love her use of light and looseness.
All right, I think we should go to the kitchen.
Yes.
Woo, this is my favorite place right here.
The kitchen is really fun. It's like its own little pod. So it's a pod. I call it a pod because when you get in here, you feel like you're in your own little spaceship.
Yes.
You have this gorgeous wraparound view. Thank you, Spencer, to the architect. And thank you, Chuck McGraw, because these counters were not designed by him. I mean, I picked it out, but I didn't realize, and he surprised me, because I didn't know that you could have a countertop that like had a bookmark match like it does here. So where the bottom and the top go together. These are quartz counters, and so they're man-made. And I think Chuck did a great job helping me find the right source for them and getting the person to come up and install them. And then there's kind of a funny little anecdotal story about our sink, our kitchen sink. We've had this sink for probably 15 years. We bought it at a garage sale from somebody who works with me now. Her name is Angela McGraw.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Angela. And oh, good, we got some more people. Hi. Angie Hill says, so exciting, beautiful place. Audra, is that? Audra Stillbauer. I love the ceiling and the gorgeous artwork. Oh, thank you. We'll talk about the ceiling in a second then. And beautiful paintings, thanks. But anyway, we were going to use this. It's just like a one giant stainless steel. It's a beautiful Kohler sink, but we got it. We were going to use it like outside to process fish or do something, and we never used it. And it was in our garage. And when we were picking out fixtures and sinks, I thought, I wonder if that thing would work. It was still all wrapped up and beautiful in mint condition. And it turned out it worked great. So we'd had it this whole time. And so that was kind of fun to have that be a little piece of a friend that we knew. The ceilings are all tongue and groove cedar. And oh, there's kind of a fun thing about these lights. Let me turn off the actual light. So these lights here, they look black, but when they're on, you can see just fine. But they didn't come that way. They came with white lenses, and I'll show you how they came. Because I did not want white lenses all over my ceiling. This is what they actually look like when they're off. And this is how they came, with these white lenses. But I didn't like am I making you sick? Sorry.
Yeah, let us know we're moving too fast.
So I thought, what the heck am I going to do? I'm going to have to do something about these lights, because I wanted them to look like this one that's on this side of the beam where they're all black. So you can see that one that's all black. And then the ones behind the beam that are white and black. Anyway, so I just figured out, you know what I can do is I can get some screen, and I cut out screen material, and I took these lights apart and I layered 3 layers of black screen so that it would make them look black when the lights were off, and then the light would still come through. And I'm so much happier with the results because I did not want little white lenses all over. The only reason I have them here, this is the kitchen, is because I didn't want the light to be diminished at all. And it's behind the beam, so you can't really see them too much. So anyway, kind of fun little factoid.
Because people love seeing those photos on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
We're in the master bedroom. Wait till you see this view. Ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Here, I'll turn on the lights.
Oh my gosh, this view.
So I'm so excited because I just got these new chairs in. And when I say in, you know what, I really finally finished them. So it took me a long time because they were from our garage sale, but they're made in Denmark. I absolutely love them. And thank you to Chris Wilcox's sister Julie, who helped me figure out the best place for them. And also she helped me pick out the upholstery. But I just think they're so great, Nancy. I think we should try them out because
Oh yeah, we're gonna sit on these new chairs.
I can't tell you,
guys.
this is so wonderful to just sit here and look at the view.
It's a gorgeous
Put our
view.
feet up.
You
I've
have
got this.
to just come and experience this. Danielle has been here before. She says gorgeous.
Oh,
Yes,
thanks, Danielle.
thank you, Danielle.
But I mean, I want to come over here and now try this with my coffee and my husband sitting in the chair next to me. We've got a little stump here to put your coffee on. And of course, a nice footrest, which is essential for my husband. He must have a footrest everywhere.
Chris says, I love the lines of his chairs. I bet the curve on the armrest feels great.
Oh, they're awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it took me forever to figure out, you know, how am I going to refinish these? I took them apart. I sanded them. We stained them. I shellacked them. And I finally got my vibe going and I finally got them done. It took like 6 months, I think. Only because I was doing other things
beautiful.
too. Yes.
Okay. Who loves a beautiful bathroom?
Nancy.
I do.
Oh,
Okay.
we all do.
We all do. Here we go.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Take me back. Girl, come back. Danielle says she wants to come back.
Oh, come on back,
Come
Danielle.
on back.
Oh, wait, do we need another light?
We need another light. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There's so many mirrors. Ah!
So this bathroom, in all the bathrooms, I really wanted floating cabinets. I love this look where the light is down below, and it just makes it feel really decadent and comfortable. And so, yeah, the cabinet counters are just like the counters in the kitchen. They all have these bookmarked backsplashes. We've got this big wall-to-wall mirror, and then a big walk-in shower with a big wand. So it's very comfortable. Here's a little fact. I've personally never taken a shower in this shower. So it's been like a year now that we've been renting the house almost, and I haven't tried this one yet. So
This is what it looks like if you were in the shower.
Nancy, this is what
This is the most the closest experience you'll get.
Yep.
Yeah.
So fun.
Okay. I think we need to go downstairs, right?
Yes.
Ooh, let's go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the master bedroom. Oh, and here's this.
Goodbye, Master. Oh, one of my favorite little things about this bathroom, this is a little half bath. And when you come in here, well, there's a couple of cool things. It's got this textured cement wall. With all the cement walls in the house were made with board poured formed cement. I'm going to get this wrong. Is it cement? Asphalt? I've been schooled by this contractor friend of mine, but anyway, it doesn't matter. What that means is we took rough cut lumber again from the property. We had our lumber cut and rough cut, and we lined the forms with that. And so when you peel them off, the image of the wood is in the cement. So that's really beautiful. Then my friend Ellen Luters, who is a design guru, she helped me by saying, yeah, you should have some more texture in here. It's kind of fun. Let's make it interesting. And so she said, use some grass cloth in here for your wallpaper. And so we have that fun wall.
Peekaboo window.
Then Spencer, the architect, is like, well, the toilet, which is right, I'm sitting on the toilet right now. And then if I turn the phone around, they're directly in front of the toilet is this window. So he's like, it must line up with the window. And then I love these long, tall, skinny windows. They let in so much light. They just feel so decadent and yet still private in a bathroom setting. And then here's a little kind of trick. We can't really see it. Well, it's because it's kind of gray out. But this mirror, this is a big, beautiful mirror. And it's hard to tell, but kind of from in Sitka, you can see this, but you can see the reflection through the window outside. You can see the lighthouse from here.
Ooh.
Do you see the lighthouse?
My gosh,
You can't really see it on the video, but if you come to Sitka, you can see Sitka's lighthouse. It's a beautiful lighthouse, which also can be rented. Teal West is fabulous, and she and I have been trying to do some collaboration things between the properties.
We're just getting a tour of the Stone Lantern House. I'm with Cindy Gibson.
Thank you, Vicki.
Oh, now we're going down the stairs. Look at these stairs, you guys.
Thank you, Vicki Burnett. Odin's, I think. Anyway, she says beautiful. I wanted to bring some of the inside, outside, inside. And so we have some of the outside siding, you know, on this wall here that's part of the stairwell. So that's kind of fun. Kind of another fun fact about these stairs is they're inspired by bull kelp. So the railing here has a flatness to it to kind of illustrate the line of like the leaf on the top of the kelp. And then here's the bull for the bull kelp. And then this would be like the stem. So that's why they have these balls and they kind of have that. Anyway.
Well, here's another favorite spot. This is a local favorite spot. The yoga room.
The yoga room. We call this the tea room. It has a raised floor, and the room itself is about a 9 by 10 or 11. And the window is a 9-foot window. I think it's the biggest window that Anderson Windows makes. And so we have this beautiful 9 by 9 foot tatami mat covering. These are traditional Japanese floor coverings, and they just are so comfortable. We have futons for people to sleep on. It's kind of an extra sleeping area, but it's also a spot where we have yoga material, so people can do yoga as well. And we warmed it up. There's a lot of cement downstairs because we have a couple more cement walls here. We've got a rock. We've got a cement floor. And so for this floor here, we did build this up, and we made a little platform so that it's flush with the window. And then we put this beautiful little light down there, this toe kick light, so that it's kind of fun to. It's hard. I'm so sorry. I'm not the best video person. There is the toe kick light down there. But anyway, I love that light. And then, of course, again, more inside outside in that we have this rock. This rock is a part of basically Mother Earth. And it was originally, we contemplated putting the wall over and just making a big window so you could see the rock. And then we decided it would be better to just move the wall far enough over that we could just build it on top of this rock. And I think the builder was probably very happy with that decision. It would have been very difficult to build in that tight space. And at any rate, I wanted to decorate this rock. And so I built a whole bunch of, barnacles and mussels on a ceramic again. And these are all lit. They're not all of them, but many of them have little lights in them, which I just plugged in. So you can kind of see the fun whimsicalness of that.
Ooh,
so.
We haven't talked about this pillow design here.
Oh, right. Well, Instagram. Of course, what a lot of times I'll do is I'll kind of over design and then I'll pare it back a little bit. So in thinking about all the stuff that you can see in the inner title, there's mussels, there's barnacles, there's limpets, there's a lot of kelp around here. And so I had somebody felt me some kelp, and I didn't end up wanting to use it on the rock because I felt like the mussels and the barnacles were like perfect as they were. So I made this little pillow, and she did a fabulous job. She not only felted it with different colors, but she also she put some beads on it. And then I just sewed a gray pillow again to kind of mimic that gray rock, and sewed it on there. And then so when you go walking in the inner title down here, it's very easy to see all the kelp on the rocks and see where this inspiration came from. But it's a lot of fun, and it's in our little hanging chair. We call this the Book Nook. We don't actually have any books here, but we imagine that you could sit here and read a book. And when we were designing this space, this was kind of the last space to get like our attention. We kept kind of moving the bathroom around and moving the wall around and trying to figure out where we're going to have a door over here or not. The architect really wanted to have a window right here to bring in light into this hallway that we just kind of went down. So it doesn't hardly feel like a hallway. We ended up putting a door. So this door goes straight down to the beach. We have a beautiful rock staircase. Thank you, Chuck Jr. McGraw. And I think all the McGraws worked on that rock staircase. And then Jerome Mahosky did the rest of our dirt work. And Audra Stillbauer again, that's so unique. I love the light up barnacles. Yes, thanks. They're my favorite. In fact, we should try to turn off the lights and we'll show you if we can get them a little more sparkly. Let me see, we got a bathroom. We'll go in the bathroom later, but it's just kind of fun to try and make them seem sparkly. Well, at night it's really amazing because they really light up, like you just feel like you're in Disneyland. And then outside on the hill, there's a hill of houses over there, and you can see all those sparkly lights, and they kind of all just kind of blend together with the sparkles on the wall. So super fun. Here's another painting by my friend MK. She's the one that did the ones upstairs. So these are giant mussels, and I just love how dramatic they are, and how I love lots of multiples. If you know much about my other artwork, you'd know that I like many small things together, or making big things, little things big, or big things little. So anyway, it's kind of fun. Here's one of the guest bedrooms downstairs. So this is a really fun room, super comfortable. To reconnect. Okay. This one is, it has a half a cement wall in it. So the way the stairs are on the other side. And so this cement wall just goes to right here. And then the rest of this is drywall, and I painted it black and it was just too harsh. And so I thought, oh no, I'll just kind of paint it to look like a cement. And I had a lot of fun doing that. And so that's just drywall there. And then one of my favorite features in these bedrooms are these Valance lights. So these are valances that are built here behind me to hold the tracks for the curtains. So the curtains can cover the windows or be pulled totally off of the window. But then up above are these beautiful lights. These are just light strips, super easy to do. But I just love the mood that they create in these rooms. Sometimes, I think I am.
Are we still on? Can someone say we're on? We're good?
Can someone wave?
Can someone wave?
These.
I think it's just a
Okay.
a
Do you
spot.
need to get going because it's almost 5:30.
I'm good.
Okay. So
Oh, the cement.
yeah, sometimes the cement in the house, the cement walls, keep the Wi-Fi from happening. Yeah. No questions yet, huh? Come on, where's your burning questions? Let's see. I also made this sconce, which is also barnacles, ceramic barnacles that are also lit up. So here you can kind of see these fun magical lights because it's a little darker in this corner. Whoops. There we go. Kind of fun to see. Then underneath the stairs is our big rock. So that's Mother Earth there as well. And it was so funny when we were first crawling around the property and we had cleared the trees, and there was a lot of dirt here because this whole place was covered with trees. And we could barely stand on the top of that rock, and there was maybe this much of it sticking out. And we were standing on it, jumping on it, going, do you think this is a boulder, or do you think it's like the whole big thing? And it ended up being the whole big part of Mother Earth. And so we just worked with the architect, and they helped us keep it in the house, and they lined up, it just so happened, it lined up perfectly for the stairwell, and those are the stairs. So great. These are just plastic panels because we have an arched back here, so we knew we needed to have, I call them plastic. It's really called Lumicore, which is kind of like a fancy plexiglass. Sturdy, beautiful, easy to work with, and it folds with, or you can mold it easier than like glass. Now we're in the first bedroom.
They're all masters.
I think I call it, somebody asked me once, is this the master bedroom? They got all excited because it has a bathroom in it. It's the one with its own bathroom downstairs. And it has this tub. I'm personally not a tubby person, but I didn't realize how many people were because they just go gaga over this tub. And it's nice and big, and It keeps warm because there's in-floor heat, so it stays nice and warm. And my husband just hung this towel rack right here. This is just an old rusty post, which I love. And that holds this basket for the washcloths and things. This fun piece of wood here is just a piece of driftwood that was found on our, I can't do this and look at it at the same time very well. This piece of wood was just found on our road because we have tides here. And I loved it so much because it had this graphic element to it, being that it came from like a fence post or something. And then it has all this eaten worm wood down here. I absolutely loved it. Had no idea what I was going to do with it. I kept it. I have a big stash of driftwood and junk that I just need to like cull out sometimes. And I was super excited to find that space for it there. Oh, and here's another really fun thing right here. This painting was done by my father-in-law, who's now deceased, so rest his soul, John Gibson. And we just had visited did I say brother-in-law? It's my father-in-law. I don't know. We visited my brother-in-law recently, and he had a stash of his paintings. And so this one has a real Southeast vibe to it. And so I asked if we could take it to the house and have something of his in the house. And he said yes. So we were able to do that. And then we just made the frame using the same material that we have like around the windows here. So this same kind of material, so it has this sort of continuity of style. So that's something that I've learned in building this house, to have continuity when you're designing, is to use as much of the same material as possible. So it seems very intentional, and I absolutely love it. It simplified decisions, and it helped me be super strategic with the overall design. So much more to tell you, but I think we're running low on time, and we will do this some more, and hopefully next time you'll bring us more questions, which we love your questions.
We love your questions. We love talking to you.
And we love your enthusiasm for our
And
our
thanks
house.
for all the comments that you guys have been commenting on our photos on Instagram and Facebook. We love those. We try to get back to you as soon as we can. If it's not Cindy, it's myself, or it's another Blake.
Yeah,
Blake. Who is on there too. But you're welcome, Chris. Thanks for the tour. Who else is so
Thanks,
unique?
Chris.
Yeah.
We heart you too, Karen.
So if you guys have any more questions, you can message us or just shout out on Instagram or Facebook. We love you too, Kelly. Kelly has been in this house too. We have a lot of friends, local friends, who have been in the house. So that's really cool to get your feedback. We love feedback.
Okay.
Chris is saying, how do you heat it? How do you heat what?
Oh, everything. The floor is the floor is an in radiant heat floor downstairs in the cement, and then upstairs we have heat pumps, and then we have in the 2 tile bathrooms there's
That's a great question. That's a great question.
It's very comfortable.
Super comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you are a guest at the Stone Lantern House and you have a group of friends, you have the kimonos. We didn't talk about the kimonos.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to talk about the kimonos next time, but the kimonos are this whole other journey and a whole nother story. But we have lots of amenities and things for you to try, and we could talk about the kayaks and some of the other fun things that we have in store for you.
Maybe we'll take you on a kayak trip.
Yes, we'd love it.
Well,
all right.
Guys, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks.
Yay. Okay, well, we're going to sign off. If you have any more questions, just go ahead and comment on our Instagram page or Facebook.
For sure.
Bye.
Bye.